Hello, and welcome to 2 True Creepy Encounters. Let's get started. Number 1. Let me preface this by saying that this didn't happen in a gated community. This also happened at my friend's house, which was near the end of a dead-end street. At the time this happened, me and my friend, who we'll call Kayla, were both 9. We were playing near Kayla's house, somewhere in the grass. We noticed an old, beaten-up car that kept driving by where we were. We didn't recognize the car, as we knew almost everyone, and this car didn't stop at any houses. We thought it was strange, as we were the only kids out in the neighborhood, so it couldn't have been anyone's parents. Kayla had a grandma who was watching us, but other than us, it was all adults doing regular stuff. This also happened on a regular school day, and it was around 5 to 6 p.m. Eventually, as the car was on its way to a 4th round of going up and down the street, it stopped by Kayla's house. The door opened, and a woman got out. She started walking to where we were, and by this point, Kayla's grandma was fast asleep. This lady went up to us and offered to take us to a toy store if we went into her car. This spooked me, and Kayla said we didn't want to. The lady didn't seem to get angry. I was weirded out by her strange appearance. She looked very dirty and smelled like a drug addict. All of a sudden, Kayla's neighbor, who was a middle-aged man getting into his car, went up to the lady and told her she was trespassing Kayla's property and would call the cops if she didn't leave. The police was called on her anyway, however. That wasn't the scary part, however. Kayla's grandmother was woken up by the havoc, and the man told her what happened. Apparently, this lady was a local known druggie and wanted for attempted child molestation. So, if this man hadn't threatened her, who knows what would have happened. Number 2. Me and my best friend were walking around her neighborhood for about a good hour, just talking. We're both young ladies, and honestly look like teenage girls at this point. At one time, I realized there was a van behind us, going the same speed as we were. She didn't live in a particularly good neighborhood, and I noticed the van approached us, and it wasn't passing us. I told my friend not to look at it, and put her dad's contact on her phone as ready to call. But not yet, in case nothing was going on. We then took a sudden turn down the street. The van did the same, and sped up a bit as we did. My friend and I stayed calm, which helped out a lot. We got to the next corner and ran for it, then ducked behind a parked car before the van turned. They slowed down, which confirmed to me that they were looking for us. Once the van passed the parked car, my friend hit send on her dad's contact. We crossed the road behind the van and ran the other way. Turning around took them forever, and that got us the time we needed to run to a neighbor's house where her dad came to get us. I'll never know who was driving that van or what they wanted, but in a world where the news is full of what it is, I'm glad I never had to find out. Hey you guys, I've had a few creepy encounters myself that I'll tell in a future video, but if you like the video, like, share, and subscribe, and thanks for watching. And lastly, you may be watching me, but who's watching you?